Grand Rising. It is cold. Keep walk on. You guys hit that like button on the way in. Shout out to my new and my TikTok family and Facebook now. Facebook, I will be working my way over there, dropping more content. Just bear with me. I'm just now getting back to a normal schedule. Now, listen, you guys, you're the blueprint, man. All right? We're gonna walk, so if the video quality drops, just let me know if the audio drops as well. So, I got to get this workout in. I can't just be standing still. But a lot of people look up to what you do. And a lot of these people that look up to you are haters of yours. There are people out here that want to see you fall off. Everything about you pisses them off, and you trigger all kind of demons in them. And it's really just because they don't feel like they have it in them to do the kind of things that you do. And they're not willing to pave a way in the same kind of way that you are and take the risk that you're willing to take to get you to your ultimate goal. And it makes them super upset, man. I mean, people nowadays don't have the ability in them to control their emotions, and everybody thinks that their opinion should be heard. And you know what I'm saying, that they have a valid reason to say whatever they want to say and think however they want to think. And a lot of people have built their way of thinking and their way of life off of these social norms that have been constructed. And when you come around and this mask and everything else that they've put on to fool people into thinking that they're some type of way going along to get along and fitting in, you come along and you just cause all this kind of ideology of, I need to do this and do that and go through these channels and go through these people to get where I need to go. And you come in and you just blow that out the water. You're doing things the way that you want to do them. I'm gonna go ahead and pan around. Man, this reminds me of the good old days, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day when I used to go live all the time from my phone, and I had a great time connecting with you guys. Kind of lost my way with that for a little bit. Started working on that desk setup too much, and got caught up, just sitting down at the desk and not having to really do anything. Bonjour, what is going on? A shout out to everyone. If you're checking in from France or overseas, you're greatly appreciated as well. Feel free to tap in, you guys. It's all about the Soul Tribe on these live streams. I'm just out here, shooting the ish with the family and just talking about things that are on my mind and things that I'm going through, and you guys can add in as well and have a good discussion. But when you're the blueprint, you really aren't allowed to have friends. And you could try to make friends with people and you could try to get along with people, but no one's going to understand your drive. Some of the sunlight tree blocking out the sun. No one's going to understand your drive. No one's going to understand your relentless pursuit to get to your destination and how you're obsessed. And I gotta tell you, man, I don't know how to do this any other way. Everything I've wanted in life, I kind of obsess over it until I get it. Like I work on it, perfect it. And when I do this, sometimes people think I'm alienating them or have a problem with them or something like that. And it's never the case. I'm just focusing on me. I'm putting me first, and there's a time for work and there's time for play, and I'm putting in that work. You guys smash that like button. I'm sure y'all can relate. And it just kind of triggers people because they don't really have that same kind of drive. And when they see you moving this way, it shouldn't bother them, but it does. So when you kind of see that weird energy, I normally like to just move away from it. Like when it just seems like people are getting irritated because I don't have the real time to be shooting the shit, or if it's not about like making money, business, some kind of spiritual enlightenment, I really don't have the time for it. I really don't. And it's nothing against anyone, but I also know that when I'm doing what I'm doing, because I don't know anybody else that's either up all night like I had to be tonight, or up till 3 a.m. just to get some private sessions in the gym where I can go 2 hours without having to wait on the machine. Like I don't really know anyone really doing anything like that. I don't really know anybody that's consistently getting up at 3 or 4 a.m. I don't really know anybody else that's out here trying to bring innovation to whatever they're doing, and not just doing what everybody else is doing, right? I don't really see other people out here doing things like this. And what it causes for is jealousy. Now, some people are just inspired by you. Some people are just quiet observers, and they don't really mean any ill will, but some people are out there getting jealous every time they see you post, every time they see you go live. Anytime they can drop some hate on you, they take advantage of the opportunity. And some of these people that are hate watching you don't even know what hate watching is. They just know they can't stand what you say, but they can't stop watching you. They don't even know they're sending you evil eye. They have no idea how spiritual they are, and how the body can be used to do wicked things if you're not careful. Hence the reason why I block people that get on my nerves. I'm not doing it to be malicious. Do you know how messed up it is to keep content creators in my feed that I'm going to either let, roll through 30 seconds of their video and skip it, or, I might, leave a comment because they trigger me that much. It's better for me to block them out my feed so they can find people that align with them and actually want to hear their shit, right? I can't listen to, no offense, but like faceless content creators. Like, not all, like if you're, obviously pushing a cause and whatever, AI sometimes, but a lot of these faceless channels, I can't really get with it. I get automatically triggered. Like, why are you not showing your face? And then when they start talking junk on top of that, I get super triggered. Like, so you're on here talking junk, don't want to be held accountable. We don't know your real name or your face, and you get online and just talk crazy. A lot of women do this kind of stuff. So what I do, well, leftover women. So what I do is I block them. You know what I'm saying? And see, I do the same type of thing when there's people in real life that don't bring anything to the table, when it just seems like they're a contrarian, or they're trying to instill some doubt in me in some type of way, or they're trying to throw shade in a weird way. Like, you have those people that are secretly competing with you, and they will throw shade at you in a weird way. I don't know whether they think you're not going to pick up on it, or they know you are, or they don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know what it is. But you'll have all these type of issues going on, man, while you're super focused on yourself. That's why God be wanting you to go into isolation. That's why God wants you to focus on yourself, speaking to him, and getting the work done. Because if you were to start going out to parties or dating, you're opening yourself up for the devil to distract you, and not just with whatever you're doing, but with some demon possessed person. We're dealing with principalities here. So some demon possessed person, and the devil wants to get to you. So they might have some person that shows up there with the group of friends you're with and just start saying little weird things to try to sow seeds of doubt in your mind. And this way you got to be really focused, not really telling people exactly what you're doing, what your plans are exactly. Allude to stuff, give them a little bit of information, but not too much, man, because we're living in wicked times. Everyone doesn't have the spirit like you have, where you're just trying to help people win, and you're so delusionally driven to know that you're going to make it, that you've convinced yourself that things work in divine time, and meaning your time will be when it's your time to be. So now you're relaxed in whatever you're doing, and you're more focused on the craft than getting to some, milestone or whatever, right? And I'm gonna tell you, this energy that I've been, emitting lately of not caring, right, is like making people, you guys smash that like button if you're in here. This energy of just not caring, man, and just kind of going along because I can see the motion that I'm building. You know, I can see it, I can feel it, more so feel it. So I know to like retract from just dropping a bunch of content to start dropping content that actually really matters, you know, focusing on refining whatever I'm doing a little bit more so it's more crisp and whatnot. And this energy that I'm in, where I'm more relaxed, doing things when I know they need to be done instead of trying to put myself on a schedule and forcing it, this kind of energy bothers people even more. Like this level of just complete relaxed, in flow, riding my own, you know, emotion and wave. This kind of stuff is irritating them even more. Like I thought I was triggering people whenever I was setting my schedule and dropping a ton of content. Da, 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 da. No, I'm really triggering them now. Like they are super triggered. They listen, people, you guys smash that like button. People, they don't, you think that everyone is like you, where you're able to buckle down, transmute energy, woo, whatever. A lot of people don't have it in them to do what you do. Hey, what's going on? No, what's going on? Salute to the tribe. A lot of people don't have it in them to do what you do. A lot of people don't have it in them to get up like you do, to push forward like you do, to always be positive like you are. So in the phase that I'm in right now, I'm all about, which I've always done, but more so right now, guarding my energy, not, you know, allowing for entities that are possessing people to speak through them to trigger me out of my spot. You know what I mean? You know, just trying to make sure that I'm staying as focused. Because, you know, with watching the way that I've been watching my haters lately and the way that they like to, people are really dumb. And I mean this as respectful as possible, but people put all this work into trying to figure out a way to get under my skin instead of putting that same work into bettering themselves or trying to put themselves in a position where they can become rich or whatever else. It's the wildest thing to me. And as clever as they think that they are, if you're trying to study me and you're trying to find ways to get under my skin, you're wasting your time completely. But you're going to keep doing it because the way that I'm built, and some people just see a black man, and it's even black women. Some people see a black man articulate, moving in a way where it just triggers them automatically. You ain't even got to. Some people that see your black ass out here, and they're just like you just make them mad because you're confident, you're well spoken, a nigga can read, and it just makes them mad because you ain't supposed to be able to read, think right, speak right. You're supposed to be just some physical specimen, you know what I'm saying, out here. So you have that going on for yourself, for the black men out there, whatever. And then men in general are being looked at, you know, any traditional man, you know what I'm saying? Original man, let's call him original man. Any original man out here, the one that keeps society going, you know, the one that likes women, biological, and makes babies with them, right? You know, you're automatically a villain. And if you're confident, man, you're a super villain, right? You are not allowed to have any kind of confidence. And you start seeing this stuff and you'll be getting punished through other people that can't handle your energy, and also the system that don't like you speaking the way that you are, freely like you do, and they'll start suppressing you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That bird was. But you know, you guys, you stay grounded. Society has forgotten how the original man, the OG man, never needed therapy and things of this nature from modern times. And you know how to heal yourself and how to put up boundaries to where once you're healed, no one can trigger you back to any places you used to be, because your overall most important boundary that you're enforcing, you guys smash that like button, is respect. It's all leaning around respect. You know, we're not worried about formalities, because you guys got to understand something. When you start building momentum and others start noticing it, remember I've told you about people that need other people to need them. And I'm running into this a lot from other content creators. They're dropping subliminals or just straight out making it seem like they're, you know, speaking directly towards personality types like myself, because you know I have the mentality where I will not listen to any constructive criticism. I will not listen to any constructive criticism, because my friend Moon and the people that I trust, they give me advice, right? They don't give me constructive criticism. I'm telling you right now, constructive criticism or criticism of any type is hate that is disguised as criticism. Because to criticize someone, you really need to have all the information that you can gather. It has to be requested, and you know what I mean? You have to like have a reason for it. I just don't see why people are out here looking, what they do is they're looking for a way to criticize you. And if you're they always looking for a vulnerability or trying to exploit something that's not a social norm. That's why I don't go with any social norms. They'll try to exploit whatever. Oh, they don't want to be criticized. But society, modern society, everybody criticizes everybody. Okay, that don't mean I got to go along with it. That's the problem right now. You're forcing people to deal with criticism from total strangers, right? Like I see this video keeps popping up from I forgot what his guy's name is, something Green, right? Alan Green or Eric Green or whatever. The dude from the 48 Laws of Power, dude that wrote that. I see this video pop up all the time, and this is a direct attack towards people like me. He says in this clip, he said that he has a problem, or he don't like, or he has a problem with people that will not take criticism of any kind. He has a problem with people that will not take criticism of any kind. See, this is what happens when people write a few books and everybody thinks this person is this dude is just somebody that's picked up on some stuff and managed to put in a book before anyone else, okay? I can't stand listening to the kind of people like they don't really get women outside of psychologically trying to trick them into things anyway, right? But I don't talk about people that's had strokes and things of that nature like that. But for him to consistently be online, when he says stuff like, let's break it down. When he says stuff like, I don't like people that can't take criticism. Let's break that down. Why is he not being more specific? What people are you talking about? Are you talking about people that asked you for your criticism, or are you talking about people that won't allow you to criticize them because, you know, because you think you can based off the credentials that you've built, you know, through social media and social norms? And since you have these credentials that everyone says, oh, he's certified, so he should know. That don't mean that you have the right to criticize people because of the credentials you've accumulated in this realm. Your credentials don't mean shit in my reality. It doesn't. Because I'm going to tell you something. I have to listen to certain people that I think get women, especially the laws of power and attraction, and I just don't see that guy being that dude. I can't listen to you, who I feel like is an observer spirit and what you've observed wrote books off of, because I don't see you doing what you're talking about from firsthand experience. So since I don't see that Alan Green guy or whatever, I don't see him being a ladies' man prior to having a stroke or whatever. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I can see him being the kind of guy that observes men that get women and then put it in a book, but not the kind of guy that gets women. Hence the reason why I feel like he's the kind of person that's a person that needs people to need him. Hence the reason why he has a problem with people that don't like taking criticism. Well, part of what he does is criticize random personality types. That's part of what these philosophical type of dudes do, right? They'll just start like, you know, Jordan Peterson, they'll start criticizing random archetypes, right? And when there's an archetype that's intelligent enough to articulate themselves, then they'll just go to a default of, I can't stand somebody that can't take criticism. No, you can't stand someone that can articulate themselves better than you can. You can't stand somebody that you can't put into words why your random criticism should be accepted in their reality. I'm not going to let you criticize nothing. I'm not going to let you wordplay and wordsmith with me as to why your random ass opinion should matter in my life. You don't mean nothing in my life. You've never gotten me anywhere in my life. And if you think that you're some type of leader to where people need to listen to you, and if they ain't willing to listen to you, then there's something wrong with them, you're really not that great of a leader. You're really not. You know, you're arrogant. You're more than likely the kind of person that you talk about all the time in your books and things of that nature. Because if you hear someone that ever says, I don't like someone that doesn't handle or don't like any criticism, what are you talking about? Be more specific. You mean in general, Alan Green, or whatever your name is? Do you mean in general? Or do you mean like from strangers? Do you mean like, you know, even from people that they trust and asked for their criticism? You can't just start saying blanket stuff like this. And because they got a couple successful books, you know, all this other, people just don't even question them. They just be like going along with it. That is a crazy thing for an educated, you know, teacher to be telling people. That is you projecting your insecurities and trying to make it seem like it's anything other than hating on people that don't want to listen to your shithole advice. If someone doesn't want to listen to you, that don't make them a bad person. It don't mean that you get to criticize them in a way to try to flag people in a, because I went through his comments and everybody was like, I don't agree with them. You don't get to do that, man. What you're really showing is you have a problem with people that don't want to listen to your advice. You have a problem with people that won't take advice from random people that feel like they're certified to tell people about themselves and they don't know nothing about them. They don't know nothing about them. Never had a sit-down session, haven't looked into their life, haven't spoken to them and their family members. That means you don't get the right to categorize somebody and you don't know them. There's a lot of people online that are ignorant as hell and they're arrogant and they hide it behind clever words. But when you have discernment and you're picking apart words, why did he choose that word? Why is he choosing those words? What does he mean he don't like people that won't take any kind of criticism? Why do you care? You are an author, why are you worried about people that don't want to take your criticism? If they don't want to, leave them be and find something else to do. Why do you feel like they need to listen to you? Because other people listen to you and you've sold a lot of books and everyone's praising you. That don't mean nothing to everybody, man. It doesn't mean nothing to everybody. Your earthly credentials don't mean that you have the right to try to correct my soul. Your earthly credentials do not mean you have the right to correct my soul. I'm on a soul's journey. You sitting back and watching me from a distance and thinking you would have great advice for a person like me or me or whatever, it doesn't mean nothing. And if I decide, well, listen, I don't like how you move. I don't like your energy of needing people to need you. I'll wait till I find someone that isn't out here wanting to project what they think is the right way and the only way of doing things. I will ask that person for advice, not some goofy person like you. I mean, you have to pay attention to things like this. And I use him as an example because he pops up in my feed a lot and it's like weird stuff. And I'm just like, bro, listen, man, if somebody doesn't want to listen to you, that is their prerogative. For you to be a grown man and have sold as many books as you have, and you're online talking about, I think it's ignorant or I think it's wrong when people don't take criticism. So you're the kind of person, when have your parents or anyone that trains you properly that should have told you to listen to strangers? Listen to strangers, let strangers criticize you if they have the credentials, and then you take it to heart. No one has ever told you that. If I don't know you, then I don't know the reason why you're criticizing me. And you could be using fancy verbiage and words to disguise your subtle or your immense hate for me. But you're using social norms, clever words, to disguise that hate. And you're calling it criticism or constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is just another term for a hater, hating. Don't make yourself think anything otherwise. It's not constructive criticism if it was asked for. If it was asked for, it would be advice, recommendations. By structuring it constructive criticism, that to me implies that it's something that wasn't asked for, but you feel like it's needed anyway, and it's not. It's not. You see how dumb y'all are? You see how I can play with words better than you? You know what I'm saying? Because I have the truth behind me. I'm not some loser that's online trying to make people feel like they need me and I'm so clever. No. What you are is you feel some type of way about people that don't want your advice or people like you. You know what I'm saying? You have a problem with that. And so you're trying to disguise it as something else. No, you have an individual problem with people that don't want to get criticism from strangers like you because you feel like you're certified to criticize random people. It's not how it works. It's not how it works, okay? But listen, I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. I decided to put this kind of information out, getting the ball rolling again on the channel, letting you guys know I'm upgraded, the new and improved me. You guys have never seen this side of me. Listen, been healing for a couple years, and once I got over the ex, man, this is the David before I even met her, man. You know what I mean? This is the old school David, man. So you guys get used to it. If you didn't like me before, you're going to hate me now. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You're supposed to hate me. It's your job. What else would you do? You know what I'm saying? Your boy's out here shining. What else would you do? See if I can get that shine going on again. Can we get this? Yeah. What else can you do? You can't do nothing else. It is what it is. Again, more videos coming. Share the live stream. This was a very deep conversation about people that want to give you constructive criticism. If you're a content creator, if you're someone out there pursuing your dream, and you have people that want to tell you about yourself, aka give you constructive criticism, aka be a hater hating on you, understand that's what it is. And dude, do you think a hater's going to tell you I'm hating on you? When is a covert, narcissistic, Jezebel type of spirit ever says something like, yeah, I'm going to tell you I'm a hater? No, they're going to find clever ways to disguise it. They're not going to tell you that. That's where discernment got to come in. Why is this person criticizing me? I don't even know you. Why you have something to say about my archetype? Don't you have better things to do? Scratch your ass, go wash your ass, go fart, do something. What's wrong with you? You gotta take things apart like this and make people understand how silly they sound. Because when people start making money and they lose touch with regular people, they start sounding off the wall, man. They be saying the craziest shit. And everybody be like, whatever it takes. Let me get some of that money. You know, they got yes men around them. Man, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Hey, listen, you're an innovator. And when you're out here bringing something new to the table that challenges the norms, that challenges the normal social constructs and so what I'm looking for. Courtesies. Yeah. You know, the different courtesies that they've instilled onto us to feel like they're things that we have to do. You have to understand, evil people will take advantage of these things. But when you're someone like me that says, the hell with all of these social norms and all of these conditioned courtesies that's being forced on us, the hell with it. So now you as a narcissist can't use those as a way to try to get in and get your bullshit ass, you know, trigger bait into my subconscious mind. You know what I mean? I don't go off of social norms. You come over here like, hey, what's going on, King? I'm looking at you the same way I look at any hater, you know, and I'm gonna sit back. And then when you start talking crazy after you try to introduce yourself in a nice way, I'm like, I didn't really care either way it went. I didn't expect for you to talk nice to me. I didn't expect for you to go from talking nice to me to keep talking nice to me. You're online. You're going to use these social norms to try to say something crazy to get a reaction and look at my facial expression. You're weird as hell. You're weird as hell. So what I do is I make you uncomfortable. I don't apply any of these social norms that you try to take advantage of. So I'm not going to look at you in a way. I'm not going to look at you in a way to make you feel comfortable. I'm going to look at you completely stoic and stone-faced. You will not get the facial expression reaction you want. And then when you say something stupid, I'll ignore you altogether or say something really short to let everybody know how stupid you are, remind you how stupid you are. Now your mother should have swallowed, your dad should have left you dripping down the side of your mother's mouth or the back of your mother's left thigh underneath her supple 304 booty cheek. See, that's the kind of stuff that I do. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'll get you. I'm not time to play with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Too advanced, too on top of my game. Well, give y'all a panoramic real quick. Oh, this is shining. Man. Now, y'all, get back on my walk, finish this up, go back to the desk, make some videos. I need for y'all to hit that like button. I need for y'all to share these videos. I need for y'all to support your boy. We are all we got. We don't get support from other content creators. And you have to understand the information I put out, it causes for me to get flagged in the YouTube algorithm. So the only way I can grow is if I get the support from the actual Soul Tribe subscribers that are here for the right reasons. Now I have content creators that come over here just looking for some way to, you know what I mean, steal my flow and all that. And I also have this regular trolls that hate on me and people in this town hating on me. So do me that favor, hitting the like button. It's free. I don't know who does it. It doesn't show me. Share the live stream. It's free. I don't know who does it. It doesn't show me. And if you're feeling bold enough and you want to be friendly enough, drop a comment. Let's have a friendly conversation. You know, don't come in here trolling. Don't think, oh, he's handsome, he's probably dumb. Ah, man, don't do that to yourself. I don't want to make you feel stupid. I really don't. Come over here being respectful. I'll reciprocate the same energy. Look, we're going to make these channels grow one way or another, okay? I'm going to figure it out. Come on in. Be a part of the growth. Get in while I'm on my way up. You know what I'm saying? You definitely want to be a part of that. Get in while I'm on my way up. Don't be like these content creators that see that I'm the shit, know that I'm going places, and ignore me like they don't see me. Because when I get where I'm going, I'm not about money like that. If you weren't real and if you didn't reach out, then you don't get to reach out once I'm there either. Sit back, hiding in your corners the same way you're doing now. Don't do it to yourself because I'm going to make you feel real stupid, okay? Don't sit back like women like to do and wait at the finish line. You got to get in where you fit in while you can. You know what I'm saying? These seats are going fast. I'm not playing around with y'all, man. I am not playing around with y'all. But hey, listen, it's working out well for y'all so far. Keep doing whatever you're doing. You're talking to an international type of player here, man. I'm not going to be just some YouTuber, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not what's going to happen here. But anyway, appreciate it. Love and light, brother. I'm out. Buttons.